Good morning. Welcome to another week of Morning Momentum. I hope that you had a wonderful Easter Sunday yesterday, both in celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ and spending time with your friends and family. Today, as we continue speaking about strengthening ourselves and making sure that we're healthy and ready to pursue, strengthened to pursue the challenges of life, we have this month and in some of the weeks preceding, we've talked about physical strength and health, mental wellness and health. Last week we talked about the strength and the health of our attitudes. And today we're going to begin talking about financial wellness. Paul wrote to the church in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 2 with this admonition: moreover, it is required of stewards that they be found faithful. The word that Paul uses there to describe the individual upon whom the requirement of being found faithful, that word steward, has two important meanings. First of all, it's a manager or overseer. And secondly, it's a fiscal agent dealing with money. The fact is that the Bible talks more on the topic of money than it does love. How we manage and oversee finances is an incredibly important issue. As Paul stated clearly to the church at Corinth, we must be found faithful in the management and the oversight of our finances. Here are a few practical reasons that wise financial stewardship should be important to us as Christians. First of all, financial difficulty is the number one cause of divorce. Secondly, the enemy attacks us, if through no other way than through finances. And thirdly, bad financial decisions can force other bad decisions that hinder your walk with God, such as having to take an extra job that increasingly keeps you out of church or away from your family. Here are a few steps that establish the faithfulness of a steward. Number one is hard work. What the Bible does not say, nor does it ever allude to, is that money is wrong or a sin. No, the love of money is the root of all evil, but having money is not a sin. It's when money has you that it becomes a sin. Paul said that an individual that claims to be a Christian but is not willing to work for provision, especially to provide for his own home, is worse than an unbeliever. 1 Timothy 5:8. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 29 expounds on this truth when it states, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men." Secondly, seek prosperity. Now that sure does sound like the modern theology that declares a sign of faith in Jesus Christ is a mansion and a Bentley. On the contrary, the biblical definition of prosperity is to seek and follow after peace. Far more important than wealth is the pursuit of peace. When peace is your aim, it brings contentment. When money is your aim, materialism becomes your God. And finally, the faithful steward must determine non-negotiables regarding their finances and spending. Here are a few examples. No matter what, I will not borrow money. Another one, no matter what, I don't borrow money for consumer's debt. Another one, no matter what, I will give a tenth to the Lord. No matter what, I will have an emergency fund. No matter what, I will not spend over $100 without talking to my spouse. These are simply suggestions. You may have other non-negotiables, but there must be some clearly defined banks to guide the stream of financial gain in your life. So as we begin today, take these principles and apply them to your financial health.